Hi, YouTube. No villages in sight. Uh-huh. We could go for Taxman, which I actually sort of like here, with the Horde. With the head, because I don't really like Counter Grave Robber. Torturer or Merchant Guild, it probably is going to be Torturer, right? Do we want Taxman or not? Let's go with yes. It's a close call, though, I think, because it is a terminal that I don't really want to have. And he didn't hit me there, which probably does not bode well for the future of my next turn, where I can't, probably will be spent turning a copper into a silver and doing nothing, because I don't really want Secret Chamber. He has 2 and is considering buying Secret Chamber, which I think would not be right. He comes to the same conclusion, and oh, okay. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. He gets gold, which I don't really like. I prefer Horde. Now, he's going to Taxman me more than likely. Yes. Copper. Yeah, I'd really sort of like to turn silver into Horde, but especially given my money situation right now, I'm going to turn copper into silver and buy another silver. I think this should be the best play. He's going for count, which I don't, again, particularly like. He has discarded a copper there. And now I can get a horde. My next... So my thought on why I might want Merchant Guild is I think it should be a little bit, well, working reasonably well with Horde. But perhaps not. And again, I get all these estates together, which really isn't a bad thing if I'm still getting 3 on the turn, because that's a pretty efficient use. Now, I wouldn't mind him chopping off the copper here. If he chops off the silver, that's going to be very annoying. But turning copper into silver, which is probably still the most likely thing to do, I would not mind, as I would be able to get... No, of course, he gets rid of silver. Very annoying. As I was still been able to get one of the 5 costs that I would like. However... Oh, no. Okay, well, that's just a copper. I can still get a province here, so this isn't bad at all. Definitely going to want one of these things at some point, reasonably soon, though. Yeah, what to do here? What to do here? Well, I think we're going to do this. And he had to discard, so that's not bad. Taking an estate, I think, is okay. Though obviously not ideal. And yeah. So what's he going to do with his count? He's trashed a bunch of coppers with it previously. He's discarding 2, which makes me think he's going to trash a couple things now. No, he gains a duchy. That strikes me as strange. Strikes me as real strange. Here, 5, if he doesn't attack me, and this indicates a buy phase, meaning he won't attack me. Torturer at this point, I think, is going to be less important, as the attack won't be as big. He just takes a curse, so I'd rather have the extra buys and potential longevity. He is up by 5 points at the moment, but I'm going to take a 1-point lead right now. Now, this is the green, green, green shuffle, and 7 is not what I want to be sitting on, but okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. Also, Torturer won't draw Taxman dead, or Merchant Guild won't rather, whereas Torturer might have. So that's something else to consider. Now, what's he doing here? I'm actually real surprised that he discarded and gained the duchy last time, because it means there wasn't anything he wanted to top deck for the next turn. Especially because he didn't buy anything. Okay, here he gets a province. Yeah. I'm a little bit concerned. So he has a 2-point lead. Hopefully he can't do better than duchy here. And although, on the other hand, he does have the count back through, which could really help him a lot. My merchant guild play was probably not good and actually could have been a duchy. Yeah, I have a lot of silvers. And if he taxmans, which I think it's time for him to do that, then I can't even get my province here, and I'm going to have to get another duchy. Well, assuming he doesn't taxman gold or hoard, which, well, it wouldn't be totally useless. You could stick a gold on your deck for the next turn, but seems unlikely. But he's sitting and thinking, which probably means taxman, I think. But if he has taxman, oh, maybe he's deciding whether or not to even play taxman. You know, count is something you just want to play. And maybe that trashing was really good on his prior count. I'm not sure. Anyway, while we're waiting here, let's look at the background art. Is this the walled village art, or did they commission that? It sort of looks like it could be a walled village. But I only have seen the actual walled village art like 2 or 3 times, so I don't really remember. But what I find interesting here is these windows. Now, I assume these are windows and not arrow slits, because just based on the size of the castle, these seems like they would be pretty large for arrow slits. But they seem a little bit small maybe for windows, and, well, more importantly, what is with this weird 1, 1, and then 2, which seem a little bit to me to be offset towards the right comparatively. I don't know what's up with that. And then there's what? Is this 5 here all in a row? Okay, he was deciding whether to taxman. And then up here on this tower, there's 2 sort of big normal-sized ones. And then there's this big great hallish opening, but it's very open, which again seems perhaps a little bit strange. I'm also surprised that you have this sort of circular-ish conical top when this is all squarey. I would have thought you would have a square pyramid kind of thing. Yeah, so he knocks down the silver. It should definitely be gold here. I can't believe he's thinking about that. Maybe he's having bad lag or connection issues. I mean, the only reason you'd get Horde is if it's not. I mean, Horde would be potentially better if it's the extra money isn't going to change things. But A, you don't know that, and B, you're very unlikely to see that gold that you would gain off of a Horde again. And if you ever would, you would just have well, basically an extra silver in your deck comparatively. Now, that was definitely the right play for him to make if he had silver, gold, taxman, and probably a green card. If he had count, then absolutely not. But anyway, I'm 1 duchy ahead again, and wow, a collision of all these treasures here. Now what's he thinking about? So there's 3 golds and a province, presumably. And he's already been past 1 further gold, a 4th gold. I have at least 2 golds here. It's, I think, actually relatively unlikely that he can province here, and, well, in any case, I really don't have much choice. So this is, I think, quote-unquote breaking PPR, but absolutely has to be the correct play. Now, this is not such a hot proposition for me. He gains 1, yeah, that's obvious, and gains the duchy, which is less obvious, and has no, okay, he had 9 anyway. Yeah, his count really did the business for him, I guess, didn't it? Alright, bye YouTube.